What you're looking at right now is money that came in while I was literally asleep. I didn't write a single email. I didn't post anything. I didn't talk to a single customer. An AI agent did all of it, automatically, on repeat, 24 hours a day. And in the next 15 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how I built it, what tools I used, how much it actually makes, and the 2 mistakes I made that cost me time and money early on. If you've been wondering whether AI agents are real or just hype, stay with me. Because by the end of this video, you're going to know more about this than 99% of people online. Okay, first things first. What even is an AI agent? Here's the simplest way I can explain it. A regular AI tool, like ChatGPT, is like a really smart intern. You ask it a question, it answers, and then it stops. It waits for you to ask the next thing. An AI agent is different. It's more like hiring a contractor who shows up every day, figures out what needs to be done, does it, checks their own work, and reports back to you. You don't babysit them. You just check the results. Technically, an AI agent has 4 abilities that a normal chatbot doesn't. Number 1, it can plan. It breaks a big goal into smaller steps. Number 2, it can use tools. That means it can search the web, send emails, read spreadsheets, or click buttons on websites. Number 3, it can remember context across tasks, not just one conversation. And number 4, it can loop. It checks its own output and tries again if something went wrong. Put those 4 things together and you have a machine that works for you around the clock. That's what we're building today. Every money-making AI agent is built on 4 layers. Think of it like a burger. Each layer does something different, and you need all of them for it to actually work. Layer 1, the brain. This is your AI model. I use Claude for complex reasoning tasks, but you can also use GPT-4 or Gemini depending on what you're doing. This is the thing that actually thinks. Layer 2, the memory. By default, AI models forget everything after a conversation ends. Memory gives your agent the ability to remember what it did yesterday, what worked, and what didn't. You can build this with simple databases or tools like MemZero. Layer 3, the tools. This is where it gets powerful. Tools are what let your agent actually do things, not just talk about them. We're talking web search, email sending, spreadsheet reading, API calls, even clicking buttons on websites. Layer 4, the orchestrator. This is the conductor. It tells the agent when to run, in what order to do things, and what to do if something breaks. Tools like N8N, Make, or even just a Python script can serve as your orchestrator. So when I say I built an AI agent that makes money, I mean I set up these 4 layers to work together, and once it's running, I don't touch it. Alright, let's actually build this. I'm going to walk you through the exact setup I use. Here are the tools you need. I'll link all of these in the description. Most of them are free to start. N8N, free, self-hosted. Your orchestrator and automation backbone, Claude API or OpenAI API, your AI brain, about $5 to $20 a month to start, Airtable or Google Sheets, lightweight memory and logging, Gmail or Outlook API. If your agent communicates via email, a niche data source. This depends on your use case, and I'll show you mine. Step 1. Pick your use case. The biggest mistake people make is trying to build something too complicated. Start with one task the agent will do on repeat. My first agent had exactly one job: scan a specific market for opportunities and send me a summary every morning. Step 2. Set up your trigger. In N8N, this is a schedule node. I set mine to run at 6 a.m. every day. You define when the agent wakes up. Step 3. Build your data input. The agent needs information to work with. Depending on your use case, this might be a news feed, a price feed, a spreadsheet, a web scrape, or an API. Step 4. Connect your AI model. This is where you call the Claude or GPT API, pass in your data, and tell the model exactly what to do with it. Your prompt here is everything. I'll share mine in the description. Step 5. Define the output action. What should the agent do with its answer? Send an email, post to a platform, update a spreadsheet, log to a database? This is where the money-making part happens. Step 6. Add error handling. Optional for day 1 but critical long-term. Tell your agent what to do if a step fails. Log it, retry, or send you an alert. Okay, the question everyone actually came here for. How does this make money? There are 3 models that work really well with AI agents right now. I've tested all 3. Money Model 1. Sell the output. Your agent scans data sources, analyzes them with AI, and produces insights that people pay for. This could be a paid newsletter, a Substack, a Discord community, or a consulting report. You write the agent once. It generates the content. You charge for access. My first version of this was bringing in a few $100s a month within 60 days. Small, but real, recurring, and I was barely working on it. Money Model 2. Sell the system. Small businesses desperately need automation but have no idea how to build it. You build a custom AI agent for them. Lead follow-up, customer support, content repurposing, invoice processing, and charge $500 to $3,000 for the build, plus a monthly retainer to keep it running. This is probably the fastest path to $5K a month if you're willing to do a few client projects. Money Model 3. Agents that trade or arbitrage. This one's more advanced and has more risk, so I'll be straight with you. I run automated bots in prediction markets and grid trading. The upside is, your agent can operate 24/7 in markets you physically can't watch. The downside is, you can lose money if the strategy isn't solid. I had a rough start. I'll cover that in the mistakes section. But here's the real point. The income isn't the magic part. The magic part is that the agent does the work. Your job is to build it once, monitor it, and improve it over time. Okay, so you've built your agent. Now how do you make it run without you? 3 things: scheduling, logging, and alerts. Scheduling is the easy part. In N8N, you set a cron trigger. I run my content agent every morning at 6 a.m. My market scanning agent runs every 4 hours. Set it. Walk away. Logging is how you know it's working. Every time my agent runs, it writes a 1-line entry to a Google Sheet. Timestamp. What it did, success or fail. Output summary. This takes 10 minutes to set up and has saved me countless hours of debugging. Alerts are your safety net. I use a simple rule. If my agent fails 3 times in a row, I get a Telegram message. That's it. Most of the time, I never see an alert. But when something breaks, and it will eventually, I know within minutes. The other piece is loops. Sometimes your agent needs to retry or iterate. Say you're building an agent that writes and posts content. You might want it to generate a draft, score it against a rubric, revise it if the score is too low, then post it. That's a loop. You can build that in N8N with a simple IF node. With scheduling, logging, and alerts in place, you genuinely have a system that runs without you. That's the goal. All right, let's talk about what went wrong, because I made some real mistakes early on, and I'd rather you learn from my pain than repeat it. Mistake number 1, building too complex, too fast. My first agent had 14 steps in the workflow. It broke constantly. I spent more time debugging than I would have just doing the task manually. Lesson: start with 3 to 4 steps maximum. Get it working. Then add complexity. Mistake number 2, no error. Handling. My trading bot ran for 2 days with a logic error because I had no alerting setup. By the time I noticed, it had made a bunch of bad moves. Now, logging and alerts go in before I run anything live. Mistake number 3, bad prompts. Garbage in, garbage out. I had an agent generating content that was vague and generic because my prompt was vague and generic. Spend 80% of your time on the prompt. Be specific. Give examples. Tell the AI exactly what good output looks like. Mistake number 4, ignoring API costs. AI APIs cost money, and if your agent runs dozens of times a day, it adds up faster than you think. I went from $12 a month to $80 a month by accident because I was calling the API way more than I needed. Audit your usage. Cache results where you can. Use a cheaper model for simple tasks. Once your agent is stable and making money, scaling is actually the easy part. Because you're not trading time for money anymore. You're deploying systems. Scale move 1. Add a second agent that feeds into the first. If Agent A generates leads and Agent B does outreach, connect them. Scale move 2. Run multiple instances in parallel. The same agent logic pointed at different markets, different niches, different clients. Scale move 3. Upgrade your brain. Use a cheaper model for filtering and a more powerful one only for the final output. This cuts costs while keeping quality high. And scale move 4, the one most people miss, document what's working and sell that. Frameworks, templates, courses, consulting. The agent makes money. Your knowledge about building it makes even more. Alright, that's the full picture. You now know what an AI agent actually is, how the 4-layer stack works, what tools to use, how to make money with it, and what mistakes to avoid. The one thing I want you to do right now, before you close this video, is pick one use case. Just one. Write it in the comments below. Tell me what you want your first AI agent to do. That comment will keep you accountable, and I read every single one. If this helped you, hit subscribe, because next week I'm doing a full live build where I set up an agent from scratch, on camera, in real time. No edits, no cuts. You'll see everything, including the parts that break. I'll see you in the next one.